This is a company that specializes in helping people understand the NIST CSF. That's why I use their document. So here it will show you how to use the document. There's summary for it. There is the main domains are here: govern, identify, protect, detect, recover, and respond. There's 5 of them. Okay, but they have other questions that you must answer to be able to gain the right insight out of it. In order to do that, you have to follow them. Okay. For instance, here, self-scoring, rank yourself. You have to be honest. Especially, you have to corroborate with a third party, like when you do an exit scan through a third-party company, or when you do an internal one and corroborate it with the third-party company, and then you can be truthful to yourself, because the scan have shown you your weaknesses. Where there are many other ways to understand and properly quantify and qualitatively identify the problems that you have in your environment. It is also imperative for us to understand that documents like this provide a path, a secure path to doing the right thing. There are different tiers to how you can score yourself. 0 is 0, is no point. And then there's tier 1, which is partial, tier 2, which is risk-informed, and tier 3, which is repeatable. What do they mean by repeatable? That means that thing could be repeated across the organization. So if you have a way to secure your environment, is it repeatable? Have you reached that maturity? And also tier 4 is adaptive. Is this organizational wide? Is just in one department? So when you ask yourself this question, is the governance in my organization organizational wide? You give yourself a tier 4. If it's not, you give yourself what is proper for it, based on what you're reading here. Okay? So at the end of the day, when you give the attributes accurately, this thing will start to take shape. Okay? So there are many safeguards, or what we call control measures, that you have to answer some of these questions to cover. Like the governance is the first stage. It has these questionnaires down here. You have to cover them. Okay, so these questionnaires you have to cover till you get to the cybersecurity supply chain risk management. There's also oversight. There's policy. There's roles and responsibility. That's just for governance. This is just for governance. Okay. You see all the questions you have to ask. Risk management objectives are established and agreed to the organizational stakeholder. These are what is established that you must be able to have in your environment. If you don't have it, you score your organization appropriately so that you can know where you stand in the scheme of things. Okay? So after you put all those information for each of the domains, there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them. They have the govern, identify, protect, detect, respond, and recover. Let's count it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is 6 of them. Okay. So once you do that, especially right here, right here, you give yourself the score. You score yourself the day you started it. This is basically qualitative. And 6 months later, after you've started working on the stuff you discovered in the vulnerability assessment, you will score yourself again. And 12 months later, you will score yourself, and so on and so forth. So the goal score will be the space you give yourself to be able to get to where you need to be to certify all those that is specified in the document. Okay? So once you do that, then you're good. At least once you do that, you will see the shape, you will see it take shape and it changes. And that's what we're looking for. Okay? Like for instance, here now, this, you see how this looks? If it's missing things here and there, it will now change the shape for it. So if you look at this here, there is like if you look at I'm trying to look for where there's incident mitigation, incident recovery plan, Incident analysis, okay, this is more like us. Response, you see response right here? Response is more like us. Identify is more like us. All these things here, you can change it whichever way you want in this document here, okay? You can customize and make it look the way you want it so you can interpret the meaning that you want for your organization. You can have green lines, just like we have over there, or not. Okay, you move the green line goes off. You can say horizontal, or you can say vertical. I think it has horizontal before, so it's still horizontal. So you can also change, like here, the govern is more like predominant, as you can see right here. And then you have detect, where's detect? Identify, sorry. And then you have protect. Yeah, you have dictate is over here. Yeah, so there's 6 of them. And if you go through those measures, you should have some kind of significant